What's going on? It's your boy Jay with Shooters Touch Films, and I'm back with another one. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to discuss why I feel the DJI Mavic 3 Enterprise is still one of the best and go-to drones in 2025. Let's go. What's going on, man? It's your boy Jay with Shooter Touch Films. Today we gonna give y'all 10 reasons to why you should invest in the Mavic 3 Enterprise in 2025. Listen, this little drone right here, man, is a true workhorse. You feel me? I'm coming from a Phantom 4 Pro V2. I've flown the Matrice 300, and between the Phantom 4 Pro and Matrice 300 and this is the closest thing to the Matrice. I'm not gonna lie. When my boy told me to upgrade, I wasn't considering it at first when I had the Phantom 4 Pro when I was doing Telecom. But it was a little situation happened to where, man, I crashed my drone. It wasn't my fault, but ultimately, you know what I mean, it was in my hands. But it was a situation to where I was flying in Miami. I had to do a hospital. The drone I ain't gonna say it got out of my range because I still had line of sight. But I used to always have connection problems with the Crystal Sky and my controller. Even though it was an older drone, but it was a newer drone, like barely used drone. I used to have connection problems. So it was a situation to where I was doing like moon orbits because the antennas were on the side of a building. And so from where I was standing, I had line of sight, but the connection wasn't strong enough between the controller and the drone. So I ended up losing connection. I tried to make my way around to get closer to the drone so I can gain control back. But by the time I got over there, the battery ended up going out. So as it ended up going out, going up above, to the home point level, I ended up coming back around, ended up going back home. And then once the drone got back home, like it hovered. But where I was parked at, there were a lot of vehicles. There's a lot of in and out traffic because it was a clinic. So it ended up hovering. I tried to jog back to where I was. It was on like the last 10% of my battery. Ended up getting like halfway, maybe like 8 to 10 steps away. And then it just dropped out of the air. So I was trying to, purchase another one if I could find one in the area off Marketplace. Quite a few people was taxing. I ended up being one in Orlando where I was going to end up buying it. So I called my buddy Kyle, first of all, to see, if I can get his rates, his price per drone because he's a DJI dealer. Me not knowing that my wife, she already done brought the drone because it was around Father's Day. She done bought the drone already. So he couldn't tell me that she just brought the drone. And I was willing to buy the drone just to finally invest in myself. As far as investing in another drone, because hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it ended up being broke, so I was going to either get another drone, another Phantom 4, or I had already made in my mind like, hey man, when you pay me, just take it out this pay. I'm gonna get this drone, just take it out the pay. But as I'm talking to him about it, he texting his wife to text my wife that the drone done crashed and I'm looking for another drone, willing to buy another drone. And yeah, come to find out, I had to meet my wife and my father-in-law. I forgot the town exactly. It was a little close to Orlando from Miami. But I ended up driving them 3 hours, man, so I could finish up my set, the rest of my inspections, and You know what I mean? Got up out of there. But when I tell you, to me, I haven't flown the Matrice 4. I flew the, like I say, the M300, not the 350. But when I tell you, this little joker right here, man, it does everything. Literally everything. So let's get back to the top 10 reasons to why you should invest in the Mavic 3 Enterprise. First and foremost, man, I appreciate, a lot of you guys reaching out. Some of you guys have your Part 107. Some of you guys want to get your Part 107. And again, I'm working on the ebook. Almost done with it, just trying to dot some I's, cross some T's, just have it in order, you know what I mean, to make it make sense for you guys. Some guys even commented saying that they're looking for an entry drone. I always recommend the Phantom 4 Pro because it's just a beast of a drone. But to save you, any problems, if you do have the money to invest, I always recommend the Matrice 3. I always recommend the Mavic 3 Enterprise because, for me, you get the best bang for your buck, especially if you get the combo where you get an extra set of batteries and 2 charge ports, two base stations for your chargers. Man, when I tell you, the best investment ever, because to this day, shit, I done 10x that. You know what I mean? That initial investment. So just be confident in your purchase. Take my advice, especially if you do have work lined up, because in the future they're gonna require for the Mavic 3 Enterprise nothing less than the Mavic 3 Enterprise to be one of the drones you have to have when working in telecom and utilities. And it's just good for mapping as well. So we're going to get into these, 10 reasons why the Mavic 3 Enterprise is one of the best drones. I do have it written down on my phone, so if I look down, it's just me just trying to make sure I hit everything. Let's go. So it comes with a 4/3 CMOS wide camera with mechanical shutter. So when I say 4/3 or CMOS, I'm actually relating to the image sensor size and the aspect ratio of the 4/3 system. You can also capture high resolution imagery, and the mechanical shutter eliminates motion blur. So it's perfect for inspections and mapping. Another reason why the Mavic 3 Enterprise camera is so good because it has the 56 times zoom and telephoto camera. Now, when I first started utilities in California, they had us grabbing the comm line provider, meaning we had to get a clear photo of who was providing the communications in the neighborhood on the utility pole. Oh, and we had to grab the pole tag. So, if you're flying a drone, you flying a neighborhood, maybe flying over cars, you're not going to want to drop all the way down because why? Your drone could get hit. So that's when the zoom comes in place. Now, me personally, I feel like if you're trying to get a clear photo of the comm line and the pole tag, it all depends on, vegetation as well. But you can get a clear shot with the, I want to say 14 times zoom. Yeah, the zoom on this is amazing. It done saved me in plenty situations. Plenty situations. So it's ideal for inspections, surveying, and search and rescue. Another reason why you can attach the RTK module for centimeter level accuracy. The RTK is good for ultra precise positioning for surveying, mapping, and telecom inspections, and it's compatible with DJI Terra and other GIS software. This right here is the RTK module. So you pretty much just open this up, attach it. It has a USB 3. Go ahead and tighten those in. This right here is the RTK system. It's gonna give you ultra precise data and accuracy. Another very important reason why you should consider the Mavic 3 Enterprise in 2025 is because of flight time. If you want to maximize your inspections, if you want to maximize your efficiency, please, flight time is a must. Now, on paper, it says 45 minutes, but I've been known to get like 42, 43. As far as utility inspections, my best set of inspections was 26 poles on a flight on one battery. And like, every time I do utilities or inspection, every time I go up, depending on, the pole locations and also, the neighborhood, like I try to push I try to get better each flight. So 26 poles on one single use, one battery is my best. Me personally, I haven't met anybody, not to toot my own horn, I haven't met anybody that did 26, me personally. So if you did 26 poles on the flight, man, or 27, come see me, holla at me. But no, man, flight time is amazing, man. Then as far as like telecom, I could pretty much inspect, a monopole and self-support tower easy on one flight. Guide wire, I may have to swap out, at the end, especially after getting, depending on the company as well. So with T-Mobile, they want you to do, a full tower flight, down look, up look, center in, center out. Now with the center out, that may take up a little more time, and then they want the compound flights, upper, lower. So it's possible, that I can get a guide wire on one single use. May have to swap out for the compound shots, but flight time is amazing. Trust me. Another reason to consider the Mavic 3 Enterprise because it does very well in low light, surprisingly, for a drone. It done been times where, I done started right at 7 where it wasn't too bright, the sun wasn't out yet, and there been times where I done pushed it all the way to dusk. In those situations, because I shoot in .7 intervals, in those situations, I just drop down to a second, just fly a little slower, and I'm still pretty, efficient as far as the data capture. Again, it does amazing in low light. So that's just something to consider if you are, a nighttime flyer, or if you like me, like starting on time and maximizing your day. So just have to fly a little slower, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. And also, it's great for public safety and security. Another reason to consider the Mavic 3 Enterprise in 2025 is the ease of getting in the air. All you got to do, cut your drone on, unfold, cut your control on. By the time you cut your control on, you are ready to fly. Only thing that might take a little time is connecting to RTK. Sometimes you may not be able to, depending on the area, but you can just turn it off, get up in the air, cut the RTK back on, and then it'll connect by itself. But the ease of getting in the air, how quick you get in the air versus the Matrice 300, where you got to pop in both batteries, reattach the camera, depending on, if you one of the ones that, like to unattach and reattach the camera. This takes time. But with this, man, I'm in the air within under a minute, under 30 seconds, really. But like I said, the only thing that would take time is connecting to RTK, depending on the area. Obstacle avoidance. Man, me coming from a Phantom 4 Pro V2, listen, there were plenty times where I don't even recall me manually turning off my settings for obstacle avoidance. But there been plenty times where I get very, very close to a building trees, and it wouldn't like it would keep going. It wouldn't stop. Like I'm like, come on, I ain't hit no beeping or nothing. And again, I don't remember turning off the settings. So when I tell you the obstacle avoidance on this Mavic 3 Enterprise is amazing, man, you got sensors everywhere. Like even if you try to go, if you try to crash it, it's not gonna do it. Like I don't care, you know what I mean? It's not gonna do it. So when it comes to vegetation, you definitely gonna hit them beeps. Even if you like, let's say me from the microphone, say if you the drone, like it's not gonna let you get in to like right here at all. Like it's gonna beep crazy. You gonna see the red alerts. Like man, the obstacle avoidance on that thing is amazing, man. So I mean, let me find some wood. Me personally, if you do, if you do crash, it's pretty much on you. That's just letting me know that you don't know how to fly, and you pretty extreme because you're gonna hit them beeps. You're gonna hit the notifications that you are close to something. So if you crash with the Mavic 3 Enterprise, it might be you. It might be you. Another reason to consider is the different accessories you can attach to your drone. For example, the loudspeaker, the RTK module. Me personally, I haven't attached to the loudspeaker, but the RTK, just having that ability to have precise location and precise data, um, and it doesn't add any extra weight to it. It's pretty lightweight. So the different accessories you can attach to your drone, man, that's just amazing. If I ever get in a situation to, I'm doing search and rescue, I would definitely purchase the speaker, or if it's a situation where I need thermal. But just being able to purchase that is amazing and attach it to your drone. So that's another thing to consider, man. The Mavic 3 Enterprise in 2025, man. We got two more, man. Let's go. Another reason to consider the Mavic 3 Enterprise in 2025 because it is cost effective versus the larger industrial drones. 10 batteries, the RC controller, the drone itself, the RTK module, and the case. I paid probably like 51, 5200 versus let's look at the Matrice series. Okay, so you can get the Matrice 4E right now for 4700, and that just comes with one battery, the RC controller. You get the quick charge, the case, but one battery for 4700. Okay, let's go to the Matrice, the M30. The M30 is starting out at 7600. The Matrice 4T, we talked about the 4E. The Matrice 4T is 7600. The Mavic 3 Thermal Enterprise Basic, again, just one battery, 5700. The Matrice 30T Thermal Advanced Aerial Imaging Solution, 9600. So you spend 5300, man, and be set with batteries, the RTK module, the RC controller. If you want to get the thermal, if you want to get the speaker, you'll still come out way less than the larger industrial drones. And we didn't even talk about the Matrice 300. Let's look up the Matrice 300. What does that cost right now? 350. The Matrice 350, 9800, and I'm sure that's with. Is it with any batteries? That's just the drone. The Matrice 350 RTK drone shield, basic, no batteries, no charger, 9800. So for what we trying to do, what you know what I mean? Come on now. The Mavic 3 Enterprise 2025 just makes sense, man. So one more. All right, the last and final reason to consider the Mavic 3 Enterprise in 2025 is the seamless software integration. The Mavic 3 Enterprise works with DJI Terra, Drone Deploy, Pix4D, and other industry tools. And it also supports automated flights and AI-driven analytics. Like, come on, man, what more can you ask for under 5,500? I'm considering batteries and all under 5,500. I hope this helps you could to consider, and why I feel like the Mavic 3 Enterprise is still great in 2025. Like I can upgrade to the Matrice 4, but I just don't feel no need to because for me this drone does everything that I need it to do as far as telecom and utilities, and also mapping. So um, again, I hope you gain some insight, and if you do want to spend, if you do have the money to spend that, I highly suggest you get the Mavic 3 Enterprise. But if you just starting out and you trying to get some flights in, I definitely consider the Phantom 4 Pro V2, the V2 version. Um, I'm telling you, it's a workhorse. I still know people that's using the Phantom 4 V2 for inspections. So, Phantom, to start out, if you just want to get your feet wet, you can get those used on Marketplace for under 1,000. Please don't spend no more than 1,000. But if you're ready to spend, you ready, you know what I mean? If you feel like you ready for the investment, reach out to me. You know what I mean? I might can save you some bucks. But the Mavic 3 Enterprise, in my opinion, is the way to go. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. If you want more videos like this, man, just leave a comment below. Or if you appreciate the video, just send some positive words, some positive affirmations, man. Just let me know. You know, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. And shout out to all my new subscribers, man. Anybody who's been reaching out, anybody who's been commenting, just know I appreciate you because 3 weeks ago, we weren't even connected. So the universe worked in some way, somehow, that it brought you to my page, it brought you to my YouTube, it brought you to this video. So from me to you, I appreciate you. Make sure you like and subscribe again. And until the next video, we out, man. Shooters Touch Films. Let's go.